5 harsh truths about old age you need to accept to live a happy life. As we grow older, life presents us with new challenges and opportunities, each marking a unique stage in our journey. Aging often brings us to places of deep reflection and wisdom, but it also demands that we confront certain difficult truths. These truths may seem daunting at first, yet they hold the key to finding lasting peace, purpose, and joy in this new chapter. While the challenges of aging can be uncomfortable, accepting these realities helps you embrace a life that is more meaningful, authentic, and ultimately fulfilling. Let's dive into 5 harsh truths about aging and how accepting them can lead to a richer, more rewarding life. If this video resonates with you, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit from these reflections. 1. You're no longer the center of attention. In our younger years, it often feels like we're the star of the show, our lives filled with projects, events, and relationships that keep us busy and visible. We're needed in so many ways, whether it's in our roles as parents, workers, friends, or active members of the community. We play central parts in the lives of those around us. But as we age, that spotlight begins to fade. The invitations become fewer, and the world around us starts to revolve less around our needs. You may feel, in those quiet moments, as though you are no longer the center of the universe. At first, this shift may be difficult to swallow. After all, for much of your life, you've been a leader, a provider, a mentor. Your voice and presence were integral to the lives of others. When that begins to change, it can feel like a loss of purpose, or even a loss of self. There's a natural human impulse to resist this change, to cling to the roles and identities we've spent so long cultivating. However, the more we resist, the more painful it becomes. The key to navigating this reality is learning to redefine what it means to matter. You may no longer be the hub of every conversation or the go-to for every solution, but that doesn't diminish your value. In fact, it opens the door to a new kind of significance, a quieter, deeper kind of importance. Rather than needing to be constantly recognized or in the spotlight, you can take this time to appreciate the moments that exist beyond the surface. Instead of focusing on external validation, you can begin to cultivate a deeper sense of meaning that comes from within. What truly matters is not the attention you receive, but the authenticity you embody. Life is no longer about trying to meet the needs of everyone else. Now it's about meeting your own needs and living in alignment with your values. This change can be liberating. You may discover that the relationships and activities that matter most aren't those that place you at the center, but those that allow you to exist fully in the present moment. Instead of feeling left behind, you'll begin to realize that the world continues to evolve, and so can you. The relationships you cherish may evolve too, in ways that feel more meaningful and true. In fact, this is a season of life that allows you to finally live for yourself. You no longer have to be everything to everyone. Instead, you can focus on the relationships that are most important to you, the ones that bring you genuine joy and satisfaction. This doesn't mean abandoning your loved ones, but instead allowing yourself the space to grow in new directions. The key is to embrace this shift with openness and curiosity, seeing it not as a loss, but as a transition into a more grounded, authentic version of yourself. 2. Your body is changing, and that's okay. One of the most undeniable truths of aging is the gradual transformation of our bodies. The once smooth, strong muscles may now feel stiff and sore. The energy you once had for a day of hiking, or even just running errands, may no longer be there. Your skin may show the marks of time, wrinkles, grey hair, and a softness in places that were once firm. These changes can be frustrating, sometimes even alarming, and they often force us to confront our own mortality in a very tangible way. In youth, we are accustomed to taking our bodies for granted. They carry us through life with speed, flexibility, and resilience. But as we age, the very same body that once seemed invincible begins to show signs of wear. And when it does, the frustration can be overwhelming. It's easy to feel betrayed, as though your body is no longer working as it once did. But here's the truth: aging is not a betrayal. It is an inevitable part of life, and it carries within it the wisdom of years lived. Rather than fighting against the changes in your body, what if you chose to accept them with gratitude? Your body has served you faithfully for decades. It has allowed you to experience the full range of human life: joy, sorrow, love, and loss. The lines on your face, the grey hairs on your head, and the aches in your joints all tell the story of the life you've lived. Rather than viewing your body as something to be fixed or resisted, begin to see it as a companion that has supported you through every high and low. Aging doesn't mean that your body is less valuable. It means it is more experienced. And just like any seasoned traveler, it's earned the right to show signs of the journey. At the same time, aging is an invitation to shift your approach to self-care. Embrace movement that supports and nurtures your body. You may not be able to run a marathon anymore, but a gentle walk through the park or a yoga class might bring you more satisfaction than you expected. Nourish your body with foods that are right for this stage in life, foods that promote vitality and health rather than just indulgence. Take care of yourself, not because you want to chase youth, but because you honor the body that has carried you thus far. These changes also create space for reflection. They remind us of the impermanence of life and encourage us to shift our focus from external perfection to internal peace. You can find beauty in each wrinkle, each grey hair, each small change. It's not about erasing the evidence of time, but about cherishing the story each part of your body tells. So instead of battling against your changing body, start to work with it. Listen to it. Appreciate it for the strength and resilience it embodies. Embrace this time, not with frustration, but with a sense of gratitude for everything your body has allowed you to experience. 3. Not everyone will be there forever. As we grow older, we come face to face with a painful reality. Not everyone we love will be by our side forever. It's a harsh truth that becomes more apparent with age, as we experience the loss of friends, family members, or even a spouse. The people who once filled our lives with joy, laughter, and companionship may no longer be there, either through distance or death. The first few losses may feel like small earthquakes, shaking the very foundation of who we are. It's hard to imagine life without those familiar faces, those relationships that defined our sense of belonging. And yet life inevitably shifts. Loved ones pass away, friendships fade, or relationships change in ways we never anticipated. These losses can feel like deep cuts, and it's natural to grieve. Grief isn't just the process of mourning someone who has passed, it's also the mourning of relationships that have changed or ended. The absence of someone you once relied on, loved, or spent time with can create a hollow feeling inside. A space once filled with connection, now left open and aching. But as painful as this reality is, it also brings an opportunity for growth. The loss of a loved one forces you to confront the transient nature of life and the fragility of human existence. And in that space of grief, there's a quiet invitation to honor the love that was shared and to cherish the memories that remain. Even as people leave our lives, they continue to live within us, in the lessons they taught us, in the love they gave, and in the way they shaped our journey. This truth teaches us that life is not about holding on to people forever, but about fully experiencing the moments we have with them while they are present. And while some relationships may end, others have the potential to blossom. You may form new friendships, develop new bonds with family, or find kindred spirits in unexpected places. The key is to stay open to the possibility of new connections and to treasure the ones that remain. Remember, the love you've shared with others, whether they are still here or not, remains a part of you. It shapes who you are and continues to guide you through life. So, while not everyone may be there forever, their love, wisdom, and impact will continue to echo in your heart, creating space for new love to grow. 4. Change is inevitable. Change is one of life's few constants. As we age, it seems to come faster and more frequently. The world around us shifts in ways that can be startling or even overwhelming. Neighborhoods evolve, technologies transform the way we live, and sometimes even our closest relationships experience seismic changes. As we grow older, change can feel unsettling. The things that once gave us comfort, the places we lived, the people we knew, may no longer be what they were. Loved ones move away, pass on, or simply become less of a constant presence. The once bustling social circles may begin to shrink. Even the familiar routines we cherish can fade or need to be adjusted. But here's the thing: change doesn't have to be a source of fear. In fact, embracing change can offer profound opportunities for growth. Aging provides us with a unique perspective on life, one that allows us to see how we have adapted in the past and how capable we are of adapting now. We may not have control over all aspects of change, but we can choose how we respond to it. Rather than seeing change as a threat, we can start to see it as a natural part of the rhythm of life. Aging isn't just about slowing down, it's about learning to flow with the currents of time and circumstance. Change invites us to let go of old patterns and make space for new experiences, new relationships, and new ways of thinking. And in the midst of this change, you may find new passions, new goals, and new possibilities that you never expected. Aging allows you the space to explore who you are now, without the weight of past expectations or pressures. It gives you the chance to rewrite your story, to embrace what comes with openness, and to trust that change can lead to growth, fulfillment, and joy. 5. Happiness is a choice, not a given. As we grow older, many of us come to realize that happiness is not something that just happens to us. It's something we actively choose. Society often tells us that happiness is reserved for the young, the successful, the wealthy, or the idealistic. But life's greatest happiness doesn't come from chasing after fleeting pleasures or waiting for circumstances to be perfect. True happiness is about presence. It's about showing up fully in each moment, appreciating the beauty and blessings around you, even amidst the chaos or pain. Happiness often comes when you stop waiting for things to be perfect and begin to see the magic in the imperfections of life. The power to choose happiness becomes more apparent as we age. You begin to realize that it's less about external achievements or material wealth, and more about cultivating peace within yourself. The ability to be present, to truly inhabit the moment you're in, becomes an invaluable skill. This shift in perspective allows you to appreciate the small joys of life: a quiet afternoon, a good conversation, the warmth of a cup of tea, or the sound of laughter shared with friends or family. But happiness is not simply about feeling good all the time. It's about finding meaning, joy, and connection, even in the struggles. Life's challenges, whether personal loss, health issues, or transitions, are all part of the journey. They teach us resilience and offer valuable life lessons. As we age, we learn to recognize that happiness is found in embracing both the good and the bad. The key is to cultivate gratitude for what is, rather than lamenting what isn't. By choosing happiness each day, you begin to radiate joy, and this positive energy influences those around you, creating a ripple effect that touches more lives than you may realize. In the end, happiness is not something you discover through external circumstances. It's something you create within yourself, moment by moment, choice by choice. It becomes a way of living that transforms how you experience the world and your own journey. Conclusion: embrace the gifts of aging. Aging is not about losing the best parts of yourself. It's about embracing the fullness of who you've become, all the wisdom, love, and experience you've gathered along the way. While the truths of aging may seem daunting at first, they offer us opportunities for deeper connection, growth, and joy. Accepting these realities with grace allows you to live a more fulfilling, meaningful life, no matter your age. So as you move forward, remember, the best is yet to come. Life continues to unfold in ways that are uniquely yours. The story of your life is still being written, and you hold the pen.